I've made this tutorial to help simple people like myself to set their Both Lighting IR4 lights up so that one is master and the rest are slaves, and you can use your remote to change all of your lights. These are my Both uplights. I love these things, man. They were really good for the price. Small, compact, easy to carry around, easy to set up. They're wireless, battery powered. They last at least 6 hours, I think it was. I had them on the other night, and I've never used them past 6 hours. So they were a pain in the ass to set up, right? Because like this book here is completely useless. Written in English, but it might as well be in Chinese. So this is how you set the lights up. One of them needs to be a master, and the rest need to be a slave. One of them needs to have IR, which is infrared, enabled, and the rest don't. That way, if you use your remote, which uses infrared, on your master, that works, but it doesn't trigger your other three. One of them is the master, and these are the slaves. So when you change the light color in this, it triggers the slaves to change the light color as well. So let's go in and set this thing up. First thing you're going to want to do is just make sure that they're on the same Wi-Fi channel. So you go to menu, keep going until you get to an option that says color. There's the color option. Then you go one more, that one. You need to change all of your lights to the same one, right? You notice how the Wi-Fi signal changes color? What I've done is I've set all of my lights to one. So do this for the master first, and then do it for the rest of them. So when you press menu, the next option you get is this one, and it's IR on. So what this is saying is you have infrared enabled on this one. What you want to do to select it is press enter. Now, for these ones, which are not the master, these are the slaves, you select that option again. I have to scroll all the way through. I have to select off and then enter. Right? That's for the slaves. But for this master, on and enter. Now the next thing I do is make sure that one is master and the rest are slave. So let's scroll through. Keep scrolling through. See how it says master and on? For the slaves, which is these ones, you want to press the down arrow and then enter. And that will make these, the slave master option, unavailable for that one, that one, that one. But for this one, which is my master, press down arrow and then enter. Right. Now, when I get to these one, I'm setting these to the slave. There is no slave option in here. The way you set the slave on this one is you go menu and you get to this DMX option, right? You press enter. That's it. As long as this one is set to master and those ones are set to that DMX option, they'll default to slave. And this is what it looks like when you turn them on. See how it's defaulted to DMX mode now? I'm going to set this to master. That's it. Enter. So this one now is the master. These are the slaves. So do you notice how I left it on the DMX mode and now it's defaulted to slave? That is what is going to happen if you set these to DMX option and just enter and leave it. It'll default to slave. Now, the last thing we do is we make sure on all four of them Like they're on the same channel. So if I scroll, I get the DMX option. You get to this O1. Make sure it's on O1. Press enter. So it's on O1. Press enter again. And it's going to ask what channel. I make sure all of them are on channel 6. So the DMX channel of 001 and this channel 06. And that's it. Now, if I turn all these on, I get my little remote out. When I change the color, it's going to start changing these, right? See? And the infrared remote is not affecting these because the IR is turned off. And they're slaving to this one. So all I need to do is just make sure I'm in range of these and I can change them. See? Done. And that is how Bove should have provided some sort of tutorial, but they're freaking hopeless.